Aeneid, Book 1, 459 to 465. This is Aeneas recognizing pictures of the Trojan War on the walls of a new temple at Carthage. He's watching this being built, and this is his reaction. Constitit et lacrimans. He stops, and, crying, present active participle here. And for a little style, you could try lopping this into two sentences, one word. He stops, period. He cries, period. Nice, huh? Quis jam locus? What place yet? Inquit, says he. It's an interrupted quote there. Achates, vocative. Like to see that. Quae regio, what region? In terris, on the earth, junket. Nostri non plena laboris, is not full of our labor. Regio goes with plena, nostri goes with laboris. Nice synthesis there. So, regio, that is feminine, which is why this is feminine. Modifying regio, the interrogative adjective, and plena also feminine. Then he says, look, priam. Sunt hic etiam sua praemia laudi. Complicated sentence. There are here, indeed, its own rewards for praise. Here are, indeed, praises, rewards, praises own rewards. Very difficult, and as often is the case with Latin, not sure what the meaning is, but pretty sure what the Latin is, right? This modifies this. This is dative, for sure. Sunt, that's, primary is the nominative plural neuter, and it's got the A ending because the nominative and accusative of all neuters is always the same in Latin and Greek. The plural always ends in A. So that all ties in, but what does it mean? In other words, this artwork is the reward for praise. Something. He's saying something about art and glory and eternity. Sunt lacrimae rerum. These are, or there are, or here are, maybe because this, like, sunt hic, and then hic sunt, right? This is anaphora, right? Anaphora. It's just repetition for emphasis. Here are the tears of things. Okay, the tears of the world, the tears of our affairs, of human experience, something like that. Rerum, res rerum, really tough to translate. Et, and, mentem, accusative. Dio, mortalia, big S, subject, tangunt, verb, touch. Mortal things touch the mind. Another tough one. Super easy grammar. This is a substantive adjective. It's an adjective that means mortal, but since it's in the neuter accusative nominative plural, it just means mortal things. Mortal things touch the mind. He's thinking about mortality. He's thinking about time. He's thinking about glory, lacrimae, sorrow, grief. We'll have to talk about this. Then he says, salve metus. Let go of fears. Feret. Careful, this is an E here, so this is future active indicative. Fama, that's your subject. Hike modifies that. This reputation, glory, whatever, will bring some welfare, some safety, some deliverance to be. to you. And again, do it. Nice synthesis here. Chaining together. A, B, A, B. Not even sure what that means. So this fama, the fama that he's looking at on the walls of the temple, the scenes from the Trojan War, Ferret will bring some sort of safety to you? And who is the to you? Well, up here, remember, he is addressing Achates. That's in the vocative. And so it should be Achates, although in Priamus, he says, oh, look at Priam, so it's possible that he's talking to Priam there. He's saying to the statue of dead Priam, this glory, this eternal fame will bring some welfare to you. Very difficult. Now, it doesn't get any easier. The grammar is easy, but the meaning is not. So he speaks, and animum pictura pascet inani. His spirit on an empty picture he feeds. He feeds his spirit on an empty picture. And this is the ablative, what is it? I'm going to say means. You know, he nourishes his soul with an empty picture. So here's the difficult part. Virgil calls this beautiful sculpture of the Trojan War, which is so moving to Aeneas, empty. Wow. So, remembering that this poem is written to the Emperor Augustus, and that in the past, you write something to an emperor, you're going to make it a sort of panegyric about the glory of Rome and its history, how strong we always were, and battled the odds, so forth and so on. But here we have this empty picture of its origins. The dark abyss that Aeneas is looking into. And then this, multa gemens, moaning much, with the present active participle, kind of tying back to lacrimans up here, crying, groaning much. Largo quo mectat flumine voltum. And with a big river, he wets his face. This is our founder of the Roman Empire, moaning, crying, nurturing his mind with an empty picture, wetting his face with a river of tears. So ambiguous, so problematic, in many ways disturbing, with such simple, straightforward grammar.